Okay, so I'm back and I haven't selected anything. I'm having lighting problems, but hopefully you're seeing this fine. So this is a short little thing he wrote that says, if there is a point in time that any of the following should become a reality, like someone else needing to feed me, bathe me, wipe my butt, empty a urinal, doctor bed sores, or anything else that I normally do myself, just pull the plug and let me go. Any one of these problems any one of these above problems would not want to spend the rest of his life under those conditions. And he signed it August 3rd, 2005. So that was like 10 years ago. And he signs it. And then this is a photo of him. This is a recent photo. So he has Alzheimer's. And he's just looking, concerned. So I thought that it wouldn't have otherwise been a good picture, but I thought paired with that story, it works. Sorry, the lighting. Trying to fix it. There we go. So what I'm going to do is take this here, this little piece of paper. And again, this is a copy, so I don't have to be like super concerned about keeping these originals. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do with these type photos is I will do them on the 8.5 by 11 format. So that's going to speed up my time process. But it's also in the album going to be an indicator that, he was writing the journaling on those. So, yeah, and I found a bunch of page protectors for 8.5 by 11. So how this will work is this is going to go towards the end of the book. So here's the book. So let's just see where that might land. Here's where he has Alzheimer's. And this is, I'm kind of going into that. And this part alright, this is an 8.5 by 11 page. But I made, actually he was with me when I made it. I grabbed a bunch of 8.5 by 11, sorry. Part of what I do in these real-time scrapbooks is walk across the room. It's true. Sad but true. Well, it just is. So some of these page protectors, only one of them is nice. The rest of them are kind of ho-hum. So I'll use the nice one first, but then I'll use the ho-hum ones, and if I find better ones, well, I'll use those. But if not, I'm just going to use the ho-hum ones. I know I must have some around here somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure where. That's the problem with not scrapbooking for a while, is you kind of lose your footing a little bit. So that says not quite grounded. And then this is kind of towards the end. And then this will be here. So it's not going to take me a lot to put this page together. So I think I will go ahead and adhere that now. Yeah, it's been so long, I don't even know where my adhesive is. How crazy is that? Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's some adhesive. Yeah, it's been months and months since I've scrapbooked. This is going to be the first one in a long while. So there we go. Now, I just need to 8.5 by 11 that up. Like that English? Okay. So, I don't even know where to pull from. Yeah, wow. So when I say that I don't prepare beforehand, I really don't. I just, I'm looking through some bins that I have out on my desk, and they've been there for a long time. But I think probably what I'd like better for this particular page is some heritage papers. So let me go grab the bin for that. Actually, I'll just leave you on the line while I'm doing it, just so you can see how long that takes me. If that's interesting at all. It might not be. But here it is. So this is a file that I keep in a closet nearby called Heritage. So let's just pull that. And we need a background paper. So how about this blue? Looks fine. Oops, I think that's part of a paper pad. Yep, I said that looks fine. And now I'm continuing to look. This also looks fine. I think I like that actually better because it's more plain than the paper pad one. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time. All right, so I'm gonna cut this into 8.5 by 11. Maybe cut it there so we'll just cover up that K because we don't really need it. 8.5 by 11. Cut. Okay. There we go. Okay. It does restrict me a little bit in where things get placed. That stupid K. We'll put it that way. Or I kind of don't mind it like this. Well, I don't know. So I'm thinking that nothing too much for this page. Just looking a little bit through what I've got here. I kind of like the idea of using a measuring ruler, like and this is kind of cool. This is Adorn It. I don't know if I have anything else by them. I just pulled that out of the pack here. If I did have anything coordinating, that would be cool. I don't see anything off the bat. I have gotten rid of a lot of stuff, but it's funny because the more you get rid of, kind of the more you look and you go, oh, I got more stuff I could get rid of. Even within these things. Ooh, I like this. Okay, let's pull this out. This says Memo. And I like that sentiment for this. Let's just see how we could use that. Let me cut that out. Let's see. Oh, and here's another. I like this ruler actually a little bit more, I guess. This is the time when I wish you all could chime in. I think that would be awesome. I think I'm going to put it down here even though the memo is up there. Is that cool? I don't know. Is it too much? Maybe up here? You know, I kind of like it because it has a little birdie, and like I'll Fly Away was their death theme song for a long time. And I know that's not funny. Sometimes my daughter says, "Why are you laughing? That's not funny." And it's just because if you don't laugh, you might cry. So, yeah. All right, let's use some paper strips from this here, and I think I'm just going to cut it. Oh, we can do it. There's like a header on here. I like the colors. But I don't need the full papers. So I'll put those back in my bin. And then I'm thinking some strips. Oh, I might need a couple more strips there. So I kind of like it to go underneath. I know this is a horrible waste of adhesive, but here goes anyways. So if I go out tonight or soon, I want to stock up on some adhesive. I'm thinking that's going to go, his head is going to go about here. I also am thinking, because this is just copy paper, I want to mat it with something else. Yeah, so maybe I'll go out later and buy some more lottery tickets. Because, yeah, I know, I'm probably not going to win, but it is fun to play. I do think. What do we think of that? Maybe more like this. And then maybe just one more. Okay, the opposite side of this. Or maybe like there. Like how precise this is. Okay, so I kind of wanted that to be, I guess that K would have gotten covered up anyways. I wanted this strip to kind of be like behind where his head is, so it just kind of draws a little bit more attention to him. I think that's even. A lot of times I will do, okay, that has to get moved over just a little bit. A lot of times I'll do the trick where you cut it out in the middle. I think that's actually easier. There we go. I'm fine with that. The memo, I think, will go here. And then I do want just a tiny little border. So I'm doing something that I never do, and I feel guilty about it. I want to throw this away in the garbage can, but then I'm like, oh no, maybe somebody would want that as a scrap. I'm crazy, right? Serious. I just need a bin in here that's going to that can be like the bin where I throw stuff, you know, like, hey, come get my stuff. Because I do bring my old scrapbooking supplies to the art supply or the art center downtown, and sometimes to the scrapbooking yard sales, but I don't sell it. I just I think this is adhesive. I just give it away. And I think they have some kind of a donate bin down there. But I am, even though I know I'm not going to use the little bits of paper, and I know that, I think I'm just going to butt that up to that. I know that I probably won't use it. No, I don't think that's where I want it to go. Oh. Alright, we'll stick that on last. Let's border this. How are we going to border this? Like with a darker color, how about? I forgot what I was talking about. So that's that's my other the other problem with unrehearsed videos is I will lose my train of thought and then I will not know what I was talking about. I'm sure that's how he felt some of the time. Which is probably why he wrote this down. To say like, listen, I'm still in my right mind right now and I want to tell you, this is, I don't want to, yeah. Alright, so this is just a thin black piece of paper. It looks like I put some paint on one side. I don't think I want to use that. So I'm just going to adhere that side. Let's see how, oh, 17 minutes. That's way too long. So sorry. I'm going on and on. I need to set myself a timer and make some shorter videos here. It'll happen. Just not the first one out of the gate, I guess. I was listening to the Scrap Gals podcast, and they were talking about exactly that, is setting yourself a timer and then making a page. And that's a really good way to speed up your process, if that's what you're looking to do. That's what I'm kind of looking to do. Here we go. I'm a big fan of just, if you kind of like it, go ahead and, oops, hold on. I was trying to get the lighting better. I don't know how, I gotta get back used to how my lighting is. It'll take me a few videos and I'll get back in the swing of things. I'm not there yet. Okay. Ta-da. All right. Now what do we think of that? Here. Here. I think it's got to be here. What do you think? Here? Yeah, right there. So I'm kind of covering up some things that are on the wall in their house that aren't really, don't need to be the focus of the photo. Like there's a lamp that goes right on the wall. All right. So there's that. Now I didn't really, all right. So this could be like kind of an underliney thing. this part. Let's see if we can cram that other part on here somewhere. Because you know, if you've watched my videos before, and if you haven't, I'll tell you, I do like to cram as much as I can on. So I'm not a huge fan of white space. Like, I feel like we could fill that space up pretty good. But let's not. Let's, I kind of like that up there. And now my frugal nature is making me want to cut this in half. Because you're only going to see half of it. Celeste Smith, who's a scrapbooker, and she's a digital scrapbooker now, but she used to be a paper scrapbooker. She would laugh at me for doing that. I guarantee it. But it's okay. I'm a big fan of hers, and I would agree with her. How silly. She's a lot of fun if you can get her at a Get It Scrapped crop. Because she'll be like, no, put it over there. Don't put it over there. Okay, now stop. You know, just pick something. And we're like, no, not that paper. The paper over there. She's a lot of, like, she has a great sense of design. And she's a very fast and prolific scrapbooker. I feel like she, okay, so we're measuring time. Okay, can you see? Ruler at the bottom, and then the little bit in the middle. Done, done, done. Done, 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 done. You can't see it, but I'm doing a little dance. Okay, now I'm getting the book back. And we're just going to pop that right in. That's the last page for now. Because it really is like the end of life. It was like his end of life plan. And for the most part, what he wanted to happen happened. He took to a bed about a week before he died. And so we did all of those things, except he didn't have bed sores, thankfully. But we did all of the rest of those things for a week. But I think it was fine. It was good. I think he would have understood and everything was fine. So, yep, there you go. Okay, yeah, that seems like kind of a sad, melancholy note to end it on. So, let's just say this can't be the last page, okay? It just can't be. No, it's not going to be. But that is my first page back at it for the tribute album and organizing photos. So thank you for watching. I'm Katie Scott, and please stay tuned because